Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Janitor here, back with another video, and today's video we are going to be doing another theory where it's not a Marvel theory, it's a Little Nightmares theory. So I'll just get straight into it. So today's theory is, what if most of the Little Nightmares monsters were kids? So, well, not what if, it's a theory, so, but yeah, that probably makes no sense to you guys if the monsters were kids, like they look like adults, like that probably makes no sense to you, but let me just get straight into it, and I'll teach you guys about it. So this is just a theory, and remember, guys, this is not actually true. This is just one of my theories, and yeah. So let's get straight into it then. So what happens is we'll just start where I want to start. So Six gets captured by the Tin Man in Little Nightmares 2. So Mono has to try to save Six. So in order to do that, he has to kill the Tin Man, go to the signal tower, follow the sound of the music box. And yes, there's Six is in the room with the music box playing, and she's not normal though. She's not normal Six anymore. She's a monster, like a huge monster version of herself. She has a huge raincoat on, and yeah, her hair is really long, like the Ring. You know, the Ring girl. I can't remember her name. The Grudge, I think. I don't know. But anyway, so in order to save Six to turn her back to normal, Mono has to destroy the music box. But this is okay. I'm just gonna get straight into the theory now. So when we destroy the music box to save Six, she turns back into a kid. But she looks like, you know, an adult. She kind of looks like the janitor. The janitor has long arms, and, you know, Six had long arms as well as a monster. But Six just turns back into a kid, right? So, yeah, so after that, the I creature thing, or the transmission, whatever you want to call it, chases after Mono and Six, and, yeah, so, yeah, you probably know what happens then. Six drops Mono to the abyss, and okay, my throat is really weird, but and yeah, so Six drops Mono to the abyss, and then Mono has to sit on a chair for years. Well, so-called years. You're probably wondering, what do you mean by so-called years? So everyone thinks that Mono has sat on that chair for like many years to become the Tin Man, because we know he becomes the Tin Man, like. But that doesn't make sense, because how would he survive? If he's been there for years to become the Tin Man, how does he survive? He survives with no food, no water, nothing there. And how does he get clothes as well? He just randomly gets the Tin Man's clothes when he grows up. He just gets a suit and a hat randomly out of nowhere. You're probably like, that maybe that's the eye monster doing that. Well, actually, yeah, it is the monster doing that. It's kind of keeping him alive, kind of, but not for years. It wouldn't do that for years. You're probably like wondering what I'm talking about right now. So I think Tin Man, or Mono I should say, is still a kid. And the previous Tin Man was still a kid as well. You're probably confused as hell right now, but Mono looks like an adult. Well, he's a Tin Man now. He looks like an adult, but he's still actually a kid. Because the transmission did that to him. The transmission made him look like an adult, but he's still actually a kid. That's what the transmission does. It goes around putting transmissions on the TVs, and that's like how everyone gets addicted. That's the viewers, you know, the talented people. They became monsters, and yeah. So that's kind of my theory to what I'm talking about today. So Mono is still a child, but he looks like an adult. Now let's go into my other theory. Well, not it's the same theory still, but let me tell you something else. So in the Little Nightmares comics, if you haven't read that, go download it for free on your phone or tablet, whatever you have. Yeah, you're able to look at Little Nightmares comics, and basically there's one of the comics. I think it's the second episode where okay, I guess to catch my breath, but where there's this kid. No one knows his actual name, but he has a blindfold on him. So everyone calls him blindfold kid. So the first few seconds we see of him is he's in like a hole thing. He's like in a bunny rabbit's hole, and that sounded so wrong. Okay, no, that won't. I'm family friendly, guys. I'm family friendly. But sorry. Anyway, we'll get back onto the theory, and yeah. So he's in a like rabbit's hole or something. We don't know he's in, but like hands come out of nowhere and just try to grab him. So that's the first few seconds of the comic. Okay, I just look at that, kind of sounded wrong still, but it doesn't matter. You guys know what I mean. And yeah, so he comes out of the hole, and then he's safe. He sees a TV out of nowhere that's in the wilderness on its own, nothing else. He goes over to it because what the TV does, it like makes people like it kind of hypnotizes them, so they come over like they I keep saying like but so the TV hypnotizes the people. So when the blindfold kid goes near the TV, the Tin Man pops up and brings him through the TV because that's his power. He can teleport through TVs, and the Tin Man captures the blindfold kid. Well, we know the Tin Man is now mono, but yeah. So that's the last we see of the blindfold kid. You guys are probably like, the Tin Man just killed him, but that's not my theory. What I think happened is Tin Man brought the blindfold kid to the mall. I mean, not to the mall, the Pale City, to the signal tower. Sorry, not the mall. I'll get to the mall theory in a minute. But he brought him to the signal tower, the Tin Man did. And at the signal tower, he left them there. The Tin Man left them in the signal tower for a few minutes. And guess what? Guess what's my theory, guys? It might blow you away, but I think the blindfold kid is the janitor from the first game, the first boss you fight in any Little Nightmares game. You guys remember the guy that he's blind and he has long arms and he has short legs. He has a boulder hat on. I think that's what they're called, yeah. And yeah, so I think he's the janitor. It kind of makes sense though because he has the blindfold on. The janitor has the blindfold on. The blindfold is like melted into his skin. So I think that's what the signal tower did to the blindfold kid. It just melted his bandage thing or his blindfold into his skin, which kind of sounds really disturbing, but and yeah, the signal tower basically made him, the blindfold kid, into a monster kind of, yeah, like it did to Mono. But the thing is, the janitor is still a kid. He's not like 50 years old. He's still a kid. So that's that's my theory. And there's another thing that proves it's the blindfold kid. Well, it's not. Again, it's just my theory, guys. But here's another little thing about the janitor. If you remember in the first Little Nightmares game, we have to get to a lever. You have to try to find a lever to like raise a piano to escape the janitor dude. That makes no sense, but anyway, we have to try to find a lever. So we're in the library with the janitor. He has to try to find it because he's deaf, remember? And no, he's blind. Sorry, not deaf. So yeah, he's blind. So he can't see us. He has to try to hear us. But we do make it to the room where we find the lever, and we have to go back to where we have to put the lever in. So to do that, we have to distract the janitor. So what we do is we turn the TV on and that Veronica song plays. I know there's different channels as well, but I like the Veronica channel more. And yeah, that song plays, the Veronica song, and the janitor comes in. And you remember I told you that the blindfold kid was captured by the Tin Man because he was teleported through a TV. I have two theories for this one now. My first theory is the janitor is making sure he's not going to get teleported through the TV again. So he's trying to find a way to turn the TV off, so he doesn't get captured by the Tin Man again. I think this might be stupid, but I think the janitor is scared of TVs. That sounds really bad, but it kind of makes sense. But my second theory about the TV janitor thing is the most obvious one, and everyone thinks this one, that the janitor is just another viewer. He just got turned into a viewer, but he looked a little different. And yeah. That's the two theories. I think the blindfold kid is the janitor. And I have another theory as well. So, this is the same theory again, but in another Little Nightmares comics, I think it's episode 3, where there's this kid that has a lollipop. It's not an actual lollipop. It's a giant lollipop that can it's like a fake lollipop. And he goes around killing the bullies with it. It's like the bullies from the second Little Nightmares game. He's in the school bit where the teacher is. So he's hiding away from the bullies and all. Then the teacher finds him. We all think he dies, but for all we know, the teacher could have brought the lollipop kid to the Tin Man. Or the teacher just could have brought him to the signal tower. And then that's how I think he turned into the barber. Now, you guys probably don't know who the barber is, because he's never been in a Little Nightmares game. But he was supposed to be in one of them, I'm pretty sure, because there was fan art. No, not fan art. There was actually art for him. And yeah, he looked really similar to the lollipop kid. And yeah, so that's another theory. I don't have any more evidence, but my only evidence for the lollipop kid being the barber is that they look the same. And yeah, And then there's also the Ghost Kid that was in another Little Nightmares comic. He's in like episode 5 or 6. Sorry if you can hear background noises. But like yeah, he's in episode 6 or 5. The Ghost Kid was. So he was hiding away from the viewers because they're at the TV. The viewers were looking at the TV because they're addicted to TV. And then so yeah, the Ghost Kid was hiding away from the viewers, but the viewers got him. And you know that the viewers are connected to the Tin Man. There you go. That's the Ghost Kid theory. That the viewers just gave him to the Tin Man, and then the Ghost Kid just turned into something, or either that the Tin Man killed him. So, but I'm pretty sure that the Ghost Kid was just a victim. He just turned into something else that we haven't met yet. Maybe the Ghost Kid was like the Ferryman or something, or Bellman Waxman, I think his name is. Maybe, I don't know. He could have been a different monster. I don't think we've seen the monster yet, but I think Ghost Kid is another monster actor. Who knows who he is yet, though. Or he could have just died. But I think also when Mono cured the Six from her, monster form, I think the Signal Tower cursed Six with her shadow form, because I think Little Nightmares 2 is a prequel to Little Nightmares 1. So yeah, that's what everyone else thinks as well. I don't think Little Nightmares 2 is a sequel. I think it's a prequel. So after Six escaped by betraying Mono, after she betrayed Mono, we see her get out of the TV where, after she dropped Mono, like I said. And yeah, so that's her shadow form appears out of nowhere, and she starts getting her hunger problems. Oh no, and okay, I keep messing up next to my, I don't really talk this long, guys, but, well, I do, but it's hard to explain. But anyway, there's a picture of the mall on the ground, and Shadow Six points to the picture on the ground, and then Six gets her hunger problems, and she wants to go there. So I think the Signal Tower just cursed Six before she left. So I think the Signal Tower made Shadow Six to curse the irregular Six. So that's my theory, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this theory. I will be having more theories in the future. Yeah, this is my first Little Nightmares theory. It wasn't that good, and I kept stuttering and all, but that's just me. And you guys probably heard background noises of my mom in the background or something. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this theory. If you did, you can like and subscribe if you want to. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.